Hello and welcome to my video review of the Transformers Studio Series SS-01 Bumblebee from the 2007 Transformers movie. Let's start off taking a look at the packaging. So you got this nice picture of Bumblebee here. It's 01 Studio Series. Got the 07 logo there. It's Transformers. A picture of Bumblebee there with an Autobot symbol up the top. Here we got some pictures of Bumblebee. It is robot and vehicle mode, transforms in 22 steps. Got some pictures of the other ones released in Wave 1 here, the other 3 deluxes. Picture of the backdrop. Here we have another picture of Bumblebee Deluxe Class Studio Series 01. Take a look at the backdrop. From the scene in the 07 movie here where Bumblebee is fighting Barricade for the first time. Got the 01 up there, Studio Series 07 logo, Transformers, Autobot symbol there. Let's bring him into here. Oh yeah. So now to take a look at the robot mode here. I think this figure is really nice. I really like all the details that they fit into it. Here with all the paint apps, you got the yellow and the gray here, especially this torso here. Let's get the gray, the black, and the yellow details in there. Got the headlights, painted details on his arms there. Really nice. This whole section here is incredibly loose, and you'll see that more when we get to transformation there. Got the stripes from the car mode. Yeah. Overall, really nice looking figure. I really like the door wings, how they look on this one. They're aligned properly. But, yeah. As for his articulation, he has a ball joint on the shoulders, so his arms can go 360 with the door wings pushed out of the way. He's got a hinge at the elbow. Oh, that fell off. Got a hinge at the elbow, can go about 90 degrees. His wrists can go in and out. His elbow can also turn, like so. He has a ball joint on his head, so his head can move all over. He does have waist articulation. There's a ball joint on the hips, so they can swivel about that far. There's a rotation at the hips too. It's kind of stiff, but it's there. There's a bend at the knee. There is it's kind of due to transformation, but there is some rotation there in the feet. But that's about it for articulation. Now for some comparisons. Push him over here, get him to stand. Bring out his rival from the first movie here. We got Barricade, Studio Series 28. And these two look great together. They're about the same size. Captures exactly what you see from the movie. Getting him out of here. So to bring out some of his fellow 07 Autobots here, we have Bumblebee. We have the SS-04 Ratchet. We have the SS-10 Jazz. We have, let's see, how can we fit this? Let's get these back. We have the SS-05 Optimus Prime. Let's rearrange these guys. Oh, rearrange them a little bit. Get them all to fit. That Optimus's feet are really loose. Get him right there. Come around to this side, and we can put Ironhide in. SS, what's that, 14 Ironhide? Yeah. Alright, so that's kind of how these guys all look here. It's a really, really good representation of the first movie's Autobot cast here. All of these figures are really nice, and they scale great. Like Jazz is smaller than Bumblebee, like he should be. Ratchet is bigger than Bumblebee, like he should be. All just looks really good. Getting all these guys out of here. He does come with one accessory as well. So as you saw in the articulation, his arm can pop off here. Put that away and grab this right here. This is a little cannon. Just got this little peg here. It goes onto this. Like so. And now he has this little arm blaster that he had in the movie. And it is also painted very well. It's got kind of offsets the gray on here a bit because it's silver, but it's really good. Really like how that looks there. Way better than the one with the 27, the Studio Series 27 Bumblebee. That one's just silver. It doesn't have the yellow highlights. But get this off of here. Oh. Alright. Put his arm back on. Like so. And that's it for accessories. Alright, so for transformation on this guy, it's not real complicated. It's just finicky because of this back piece here. It likes to fall off. So that'll probably come off. Just a forewarning here. I'll show you that when we get to that. But so to start off with, you come back here. His heel's on a slider joint here. You can just kind of slide it a little bit, rotate it out until this little shape here fits into there, and then slide it the rest of the way out like that. You see that? Do that on both sides here. If I can get it. There we go. Okay. And then what you're gonna want to do is you can open these little glass pieces on each side. And then with his leg here, you can fold this back. Fold this kind of up. Bringing this around with it, like so. And that'll form a little back there. And push that in. Then you can take this, bring it up. That just kind of goes into place right there. Then on his feet, there's a little tab right there. That'll go into a slot right there. Like that. That might come undone. You kind of just redo it later. Here's this popping off already. Oh, and it's off. Okay, we'll just leave that. We'll come back to that. So, just get that out of the way now. Do the same thing on this side. Unhinge right there. Pull this down. You can move this part. Just get it out of the way. Bring these up. What fell off now? Oh, his hand. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, let's just ignore that. Bring that back up here. Swing this piece around. Put it right there. Now there's a tab here and a slot here. Fit those two together like so. There's another little tab right there that clicked. And then get that just pushed into there. Alright, so that's like the... Oh, and then push that the rest of the way in. That's the back end of the card on. Now coming up here to the front, push this back. So what you want to do is you want to come under here, just untab this, bring it up. And then on his door wings, push these up like that. And then down here, his arms kind of go out like this. Just put his hand back on. And then fold his hands in. Then there's like this ratchet joint here. You want to click it down and down. And rotate his arm like this. And there is somewhere... Yes, right here. There is this little tab here. You want to rotate this around that wheel out of the way. Make sure his arm doesn't come off. Mine is very loose. Okay, so you want to rotate that around, get that little tab right there. There's these little slots on the side of his torso. That's where they fit in. Kind of gotta move push the tire up like that, like that. On the front you can bring these down, just to kind of get this all to line up a little bit better. Do the same on this side. Ratchet this up, like so. Spin it around, and then bring his arm this way. Get the tire out of the way. Hook that tab down into there. Click the tire into place. Bring this out of the way. And then what you can do is there is a tab somewhere right there. It's just in the front there. That'll just hook into here. Just go like that on both sides. Sides being a little bit tighter. There we go. Okay, so now onto this part. I'm gonna bring this part back out. So what you would have done if it wouldn't have fell off, you would have just folded this up. There's a little tab right there. I'll go into a slot in there. Doesn't really hold. And you fold that up. Now this part, it's difficult on mine because it's likes to fall off. I'll push that down just a little bit. Get this up here, and it fell off. Let's try this again. Okay, I'm gonna take that off. Open these front wheels here, and then angle these out just for some clearance here. And then you push this down and over here. It goes in really tight. Just so you know, kind of gotta push on it. Put these back in. Now this would be attached down in there, but it doesn't want to hold. There is this whole section here has these two little tabs that'll go into the two slots on his feet here. Gotta just wedge it in there if it falls off. Some hooks on the back here too. And push that all in there. Get it all tight. And there we have Bumblebee in his 1976, 77 Camaro. I've found both as the answer. I'm not sure which it is, but it's really nice looking. I really like how this Camaro turned out. Really like the yellow color. Something that isn't picking up too well on the camera, but I can see with just my eyes is, so this is yellow plastic up here and back here. This is a clear piece of plastic painted yellow, and there is just you can kind of see it's just a little bit off colored, but it's fine. You don't really notice it unless you look at it really hard. But got the headlights, got the grille here. It's really realistic to the real life Camaro, and I really like that. Got the tail lights. The little wing back here. I really like the racing stripes on it too. So you can get little hood details on there. Yeah, painted rims. It rolls fairly well. But all in all, really nice vehicle mode. For a quick size comparison here, I'll show off the size comparisons a lot more when we come to the clunker Bumblebee. That's number 27. Just to save some time on this video here. But here he is with the SS-04 Ratchet. These two came out in the same wave. They were both in the first wave of Studio Series figures. And just like in vehicle mode, and naturally a Hummer versus a Camaro, Ratchet is much larger. Not quite to scale, I would say. I would think that a Hummer would be bigger than this, but that's fine. Getting him out of here. Like I said, I'll go more into the comparisons when we come to the next version. Actually, that'll be 15 on this, okay? So it'll be sooner. Really quick, so this little tab here can go into this hole in the tab up here, like so. for weapon storage in vehicle mode. But yeah. Now to transform him back to robot mode here, it's a bit easier. You kind of just get your fingernail up under here, pull the doors out. Then you can push this whole top section up, and that roof came off again. What you would do is you would just fold it, and then I'll show you that later. Just keep it folded if it falls off. Get that out of the way, and then take these, go to his hands, pull them loose from down here, and then you can move the front tires out and ratchet his arms back, bring them up like so. The same on both sides, like so. And then you can rotate this whole part down, and there's a tab right here that'll go into a slot right down here. I'll just hold there. You can separate his legs. You want to unhook this little piece here, if I can get it. I've got fingernails, there we go. Unhook that, bring it up, just kind of position it however, and then fold this out, bring these legs out this way like this, and this here will just kind of spin with it. Click the glass piece back, put the front there, and then that slider joint here, you want to slide it down, bring it up. There is a little tab in here that goes into a slot right there, but it really doesn't hold. But then do the same on the other side, like so, moving that out of the way. Pull this down, fold that in, fold that down, slide this. Oh, that all moved. Slide this, bring it in, like so. And you can angle his headlights up like that. Now, so let's say this stayed attached, so it's still open. What you would do is just fold that down, hinge this back, fold this up. And now this whole section here fits in his back like that. There we go, like that. And then you can take these second parts up here, they just unpeg, fold down, like so. And you are in robot mode again. So to finish this video off, I really like this figure. This was, in fact, the only Bumblebee figure I had when the 2007 movie actually came out, was this version of Bumblebee. So it was really cool when I found this in stores and I got it and I could compare it. Unfortunately, I do not have that figure with me, or I would have compared it. But all in all, great figure. I would highly recommend it for your collection. And I hope you subscribe, like, comment, and stick around for my next review.